Secondary model school.
Member. I am, of course, a career person. And by the grace of God, my marriage is blessed with 2 children, and that's the end. Our transport has caused the things that we have, and at the same time, have a short time here this afternoon. Okay,
which marks the investiture of the 30th chairman of ICAN, Akure and District Society, as well as the inauguration of the executive committee, that we are assisting in the task of taking the district to the next level for the year 2024 through 2025. I am particularly happy to respectfully welcome our governor and our invited guests who have honored us in this occasion. Allow me to recognize especially our dialogue president, who has been ably represented on the top table, this year's Alaribe FCA, and other council members that are also on the top table. All that you have been doing for this district and your efforts is not in any way taken for granted. Let me use this opportunity to pray that all of us that have come to honor us today, the Lord will continue to strengthen and prosper you in all your ways in the name of Jesus. Your Excellency, eminent guests, and members of this foremost professional body, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the First Estate of the REM, family and friends of the incoming chairman, the 38th chairman of ICAN, Akure and District Society, that is the Otetubi. I recognize you specially using our mommy as a point of contact. I want to congratulate you on today's occasion. I am delighted to inform you that the planning committee, which was inaugurated last month, May, has worked around the clock to ensure that this ceremony is one of its kind. I am particularly grateful to God that those who that you have found me worthy to stand in this office as the chairman of the planning committee, and I want to thank the members of this committee who has worked assiduously to see this day happen. I know that it is time-consuming and it's very special in the sense that there is a fundraising for the purchase of an 18-seater bus for this district to ease the movements of our members and also to help the district in the course of its operations. Let me thank individuals and public-spirited organizations that have indicated interest in being a part of this initiative. Entertainment and decoration, the security, the protocol, publicity committee, the program and investigation committee, and the advisory committee. The advisory committee is basically comprised of some members of the body of a lot of people, especially with the items of consumer goods. Nevertheless, we are confident that the goodwill of the district will go a long way towards helping us achieve this great feat in every time.
When I'm refereeing a match, I blow whistle. I don't know what you are thinking about. I have an opportunity to raise by a mother who stopped smoking at the age of 89 years. Yes, she stopped to smoke fish. She used to smoke fish and she would say, yes, I don't know the smoke that you are thinking of. All right, while that is being done, let me also say this. In the course of growing up, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, are actually our best car. Just a few of us, you know.
And that is the chairman's speech. So it is my honor to call on the chairman of the occasion, in person of Chief Bumi and lastly FCA, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Physical and Planning. So I hand over the mic to Chief Bumi. Alade for his presentation.
And normally, what we do is to have a project that we want to pursue for that year. I want to recollect, for instance, it was long ago during an investiture that I promised that during my time, we pull down the then hall and build another one that is more befitting and with offices. And I think today now, we are looking back and we are thanking God for where we are and what God has done over the years. So today, again, apart from the investiture that we are about to have, we also intend to launch 75 million naira for the procurement of a befitting bus for the purpose of mobility for our district. 75 million naira is a very huge amount. Notwithstanding, we trust in God. We know it's really doable. And I'm sure with the battery intellectuals and people that are really impacted to the community that are here present, we are sure 75 million naira will not be a big problem for us to raise. And I just want to say that pending when Mr. Idowu Otetubi will be qualified to talk to us as the chairman, I want to solicit that we really need to assist him to actualize this dream of his. And I know being a one-time chairman of the then Akure local government before the classification into Akure North and South, being a one-time commissioner in the service of Ondo State, being a renowned chartered accountant in practice in Ondo State, in Lagos State, in Rivers State, in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, bringing among the community of this society in Nigeria. And that's why, to the glory of God, most of the time we are able to raise up our head that this is the first district in Nigeria that was able to raise funds internally to build this kind of a building that over the years we've been using. Again, there are a lot of things to our credit, but because of what of time, I want to stop at that. However, I think also too, as a serving permanent secretary in the service of Ondo State, I'm privileged to say that the Ondo State government and the local government service of Ondo State is the highest employer of chartered accountants in Ondo State. We must appreciate the governor of Ondo State for allowing us to function properly. And for some times now, it has almost become a practice that it is ICAN brand of chartered accountants that are allowed to serve as Accountant General of Ondo.
On behalf of the Governing Council and the entire membership of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, we congratulate Hon.Idowu Otetubi, FCA, and the incoming executive of the team of the Akure and District Society on this inauguration. Today's occasion marks a significant milestone in the history of the District Society as we inaugurate another set of dedicated professionals who will continue to sustain the commitment of ICAN to advancing the accounting profession in Akure and its environment. May I use this opportunity to express our appreciation to the immediate past executive of the district, ably led by Mr. Otetubi, FCA, for their dedication in innovating and executing the various initiatives of ICAN, and for ascertaining that the impact of ICAN is deeply felt in Akure and environment. We are grateful to you, all of your hard work, to ensure that the torch of excellence continue to burn bright in the district, and for your commitment and diverse sacrifice to elevate the district profile in the last year. We are indeed grateful for your commitment. I recognize the presence of the families and guests of our new set of executives. The Institute is grateful to you to you all for sparing time to create this historical event and honoring this professional. We indeed hope they can continue to count on your support as they navigate the testing landscape of leadership in the coming months. Professional.
That's not an ordinary number. I was 28th chairman, that could be taken to be ordinary number, but you cannot miss 30th chairman. Maybe you want to also know that by the special grace of God, is going to be leading the ICAN family, 23 districts of societies of ICAN in the Southwest, as the 10th chairman. Is the 10th zonal chairman of ICAN leading the Southwest. And nationals for resilient economy and sustainable development, what will be our roles as professionals. Reimagining public expenditure pattern, in-sub nationals for resilient economy and sustainable development, the role of our professionals. First, I will thank the chairman of the Investigation Planning Committee for finding us worthy to be here to speak to this paper and also to the celebrant. I asked myself when the approach was made that why me? The last two investiture ceremonies in this place, we had one, first the Commissioner of Finance speaking, then the year after we had Commissioner of Budget of the State speaking to us during the ceremony. I'm not a high-ranking government official, I would say, not residing at the South National. The creative industry, for example, are all domiciled in Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. Every other major part of the service industry that brings in the wealth are not at the sub-national. Can the sub-national, therefore, now begin to move away from this unitary, I would say, or single or monolithic kind of service-driven economy and begin to look at areas of comparative advantage, such, for example, like Ondo State, agriculture remains our top-notch comparative advantage against any other state, and we can truly create wealth out of that. Can I get a yes to that?
I'm going to be the 38th chairman of the frontline district. But before we do that, who is Hon.Idowu Otetubi? Where is he from? What is his background? You get to know that in a minute. And the person that is going to do that for us is Barrister.
Decades ago, to the family of late Corporal Daniel Hon.Idowu, that's my grandfather. A Second World War veteran, and late Mrs. Yolade Otetubi, aka Idowu, in Akure, and I also call her Iyalakara because she trained us with Akara money. Please put your hands together for my family. Yes, we're from Akure South Local Government in Ondo State. He had Mr. Idowu, Honorable Idowu Otetubi, had his early education at St. Teresa's Primary School, Akure, and St. Francis Secondary Modern School, Akure. He later proceeded to St. John and Mary's Teacher Trade College, Owo, where he passed out with 9 distinctions in Teachers Grade 2 Certificate Examination in 1978. Please put your hands together for him. I need to pause and say this. In a conventional secondary school, Idowu took the GCE in November 1978 and passed at credit levels in mathematics, English language, geography, economics, history, and surprisingly, physics. So he could have succeeded if he was a rocket scientist too. Idowu later proceeded against the norms at that time to the Federal Polytechnic at Akure to study accountancy, and was one of the first set of accountancy graduates of the Polytechnic in 1983. Otes, as fondly called by his friends and associates, including his children, did the mandatory 1-year NYSC in the old Sokoto State, where he did his primary assignment with the firm of Egunjobi Suleiman & Co., Chartered Accountants, Sokoto in 1983 and 1984 service year. of Nigeria Institute of Forensic Auditors, Associate of Nigeria Institute of Management, and some other professional bodies. He also has an MBA in Finance from the University of Calabar. He has attended many workshops, seminars, and has presented so many papers in most areas of accounting and taxation in Nigeria. Honorable Idowu Otetubi is widely traveled, a complete family man, and blessed with great and wonderful children. I am one of them. He's blessed with great and wonderful children who are doing excellently well in their own various professions. So with me, everyone, with a rounding ovation and standing ovation, I want you to put your hands together for the celebrant of today, Honorable Idowu Abraham Otetubi, FCA, ACITN, and stuff, and many more, and my father. Congratulations.
I,
Honorable Idowu Abraham Otetubi, FCA,
do solemnly swear that I will bear true allegiance to the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, that as the chairman of ICAN, Akure and District Society of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, I will perform my duties and fulfill my obligation to the Institute, and in accordance with the District Society bylaws of the Institute, ICAN Act, and the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will abide by the regulations and rules of professional conduct for chartered accountants, and refrain from acts that will bring the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria and accounting profession into the response. So help me God. By the powers conferred on me by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria Act number 15 of 1965, as well as the authority vested in me by the Council of the Institute, and now swear you, Honorable Idowu Abraham Otetubi, FCA, as the chairman of ICAN, Akure, and District Society for the 2024-2025 presidential year. Congratulations.
And my digital chairman, the guest speaker today, I deliberately chose him for three things. He has escapulated everything that I wanted to say about the journey so far to what he has said. That paper that he presented today were all his society, chairman of CITN, Akure and Business Society, and chairman of the Western Zone of ICAN. All at the age, at an aged time. You can see the product of the journey, given the citation. It will soon become a son. The major focus of this administration is going to be in line with what the district has said. The charts that the district has set, that is what we're going to follow. But we have one thing that is very dear to our heart. Issue of purchasing a brand new bus worth 75 million naira for the district. It is a doable thing and we're going to do it. I promise you that by the grace of God and taking the word of my colleague from Ikorodu, the chairman of Ikorodu, Mr. Amadu, I attended his investiture, so he's paying back by coming today. He has said it by July, by the grace of God, the brand new boss will be here for us to all.
Of the young chance we have today do not understand that some people went to a middle class secondary school, and we are glad that even at that level, many of us went to that school because of lack of funds, because our parents are so poor, but we are so happy today that we still got to the pinnacle of our profession, irrespective of what to pass through the school. But we are so happy also that majority of us, we are still guarding ourselves over 50 years ago, that we are still alive. And also appreciate God for the chairman of the ICAN and the investiture ceremony. God bless you.
Yes, Honorable Otetubi is going to be inaugurated as the ICAN chairman in the city. So what's going to be your message and advice to him as he take over?
Well, like the chairman of the association started, and when I was in government, I gave all the support that we should give. My advice to him is that I should make ICAN closer to government so that they can work in sync and ensure that the portions of our people are improved within those things. The Institute of Chartered Accountants is known for its financial prudence, its professionalism, and so on and so forth. So, for us to avail the services of ICAN to the government of the state to be a step in the right direction, and that's what I'm going to speak with him about. They are all good professionals, and all we need to do is to let the people feel our effort through working with
a fellow of the institute.
Yes, the 30th ICAN chairman have just been sworn today. So what's going to be your charges and congratulations message to him?
Well, I congratulate him because it's one of the aims of every professional, especially in the platform of the fellowship, to at least aspiring to becoming a leader within the society. And for him to have achieved that, I congratulate him and I wish him well. Incidentally, the institute has a very short tenure because of the transition, which is always 1 year. I wish within this short period we'll be able to create a record.
Yes, I've sat on that for a year. So what's going to be your charge and message to the president?
Actually spent 2 years. This place was not habitable at the time. It was properly built by the past chairman, previous chairman before me. But when I came in, there was a lunatic who was occupying the space. The whole place was full. I was the person that changed the lunatic and the development of this place back. So I will, since he has a project to
another issue has just been made in the life of ICAN Akure district. So what's going to be your message to the newest couple, most entirely the chairman?
I The chairman, I believe that he has chosen to be chairman at this time for symbolic reasons. This is because if he wants to be chairman in Akure district, he could have been chairman 30 years ago. But he's actually a grandfather in the profession. You will notice that during his investigation, his son, who is a legal practitioner, was the person who read the citation. That is sent you some message. And the chairman of the occasion, who is the permanent secretary in Ondo State, Mr. Bumialade FCA, mentioned that Oga Otetubi was his lecturer. So that should tell you how old he is in the profession. Someone like me, who has been an FCA for close to 10 years, my registration number in ICAN is over 20,000. His registration number is less than 3,000. That will tell you that he's a ranking member of the profession. So for him to come at this point, it's symbolic. He doesn't need any admonition. He knows what to do. He's looking for legacy and he knows what to do. And you have seen that he's commencing with launching a brand new vehicle for the district, which I believe is achievable. And luckily, I'm the director of the fundraising for the project. It's gone a long way, but we still have a long way to go. So we are appealing to the general public and well-educated individual within the state to come to our aid and support this laudable initiative by Honorable.
As some of the SFP, how do you try to collaborate with us?
Ex-official is like an adjunct member of the executive who will be operating from the field. I'm part and parcel of the district there, and I can say without being emotive that I'm a stakeholder here. So I'm calling you what. Thanks, sir. Once again,
Remember once to have your full name, sir. My name is Hon.Idowu Otetubi. I'm a chartered accountant and the chairman of Akure and the Society of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, chairman CITF, Akure and the Society, and the zonal chairman, Western Zone of the Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, consists of 66 states and 26 district societies.
Yes, sir. History has just been made today. You are just been sworn in as the 30th ICAN chairman of Akure district. How do you feel with this inauguration?
God the glory. Like I said in my speech, we qualified in 1986. That's some 38 years ago. And I got my license to practice in 1988. That's some 36 years ago. But it has been God all through. I was chairman at Akure, the old Akure. I've been a commissioner in the state. I have little children, little family. And God has kept me so far. So everything about me is in God. I think is a testimony. And my story, like I said in my speech, that you can flourish all seasons of life. In other words, there's no time that ends when it comes to God. There's no time that, oh, this is late. No. At all times, just like in the book of Joshua, God said we should flourish all through the seasons of life. That's what God said. And that is a testimony that I share. And that is a thing that I want as a takeaway from this investigation. And as a landmark project, we are launching a bus fund with a sum of 71 million which will be used to purchase a brand new Toyota bus for the district. And I know that by the grace of God, within the next 60 days, we will achieve it. Because we know how much we have done so far. And that is in the covers of the district. By the grace of God, we will definitely achieve that goal before the end of this year.
Yes, you have just 365 days to showcase your potential as the chairman of this great global association. So, what should your members should be expecting for you the next 1 year?
One of first, like I said, is the issue of the purchase of a bus for the district. Second is the membership engagement
ensuring that the welfare of members is taken as a priority. Linking up and networking and synergizing with other professional bodies and other district societies, especially in the zone, is of importance to us. And we are going to take, as a district, due advantage of being the zonal chairman to the fullest and ensure that there is adequate development of the district and take the zone and the district to greater height.
What assurance are you giving to the member that you are going to make a difference as the chairman of Akure district?
Definitely a difference has been made, in the sense that being the 30th chairman of the district and the 10th chairman of the zone, and this is the first time that Akure and District Society will provide when we produce the chairman of the zone. It's an achievement on its own, and the landmark project will be achieved. The every position of which Akure District and District Society is placed presently will further ensure that we enhance it and we move it further forward.
Thanks, congratulations.
Thank you very much.